Welcome, history explorers. When we think of ancient Rome, we often picture magnificent empires, brilliant engineering, and powerful legions. But beneath the glory of the Colosseum and the grandeur of the Forum lay a system of justice that was as brutal as it was efficient. Today, we're going to uncover the chilling reality of Roman law, focusing on the most gruesome punishments meted out in the name of order. The Roman legal system, while sophisticated for its time, was fundamentally designed to maintain social hierarchy and political stability across its vast empire. Punishment wasn't just about retribution. It was a spectacle, a terrifying deterrent, meant to instill fear and obedience. For citizens, there were certain rights, but for slaves, foreigners, and rebels, the full, unbridled fury of Roman justice was unleashed. We're talking about penalties that went far beyond mere imprisonment. They were designed to inflict maximum pain, humiliation, and to serve as a stark warning to anyone who dared to defy Rome. Perhaps the most infamous Roman punishment was crucifixion. This wasn't just a method of execution, it was a public performance of agony and degradation. Reserved primarily for slaves, pirates, and enemies of the state, like the rebels of Spartacus's revolt. It was a slow, agonizing death by asphyxiation or exhaustion, often taking days. The condemned would be nailed or tied to a large wooden cross, left exposed to the elements, to wild animals, and to the jeers of passers-by. It was a clear message. Defy Rome, and this will be your fate. The sheer public nature and prolonged suffering made it a truly terrifying deterrent, the spectacle of absolute power. Imagine being thrown into an arena not to fight, but to be devoured by wild animals. This was damnatio ad bestias, or condemnation to the beasts. Often part of the public games, this punishment was a gruesome form of entertainment for the Roman populace. Criminals, particularly those deemed to have committed heinous acts or those who refused to renounce their beliefs, like early Christians, were stripped naked and left defenseless against lions, bears, or other predators. It was a horrific public death designed to satisfy the bloodlust of the crowd and reinforce the state's absolute authority. The terror of the condemned. It was a chilling display of power. Even within the disciplined ranks of the Roman army, failure could lead to unimaginable horror. One of the most terrifying military punishments was decimation. If a legion or a cohort showed cowardice, mutiny, or severe incompetence, 1 in every 10 soldiers would be chosen by lot and then executed by their own comrades. This wasn't just about punishing the guilty. It was about forcing the survivors to participate in the brutal act, ensuring collective responsibility and instilling absolute terror and loyalty. Other military punishments included fustigatio, severe flogging, often leading to death, and castigatio, a less severe beating. Discipline was paramount, and the consequences for breaking it were absolute. Not all gruesome punishments involved physical torment. For Roman citizens, the loss of status and civic life could be a fate worse than death. Exile, or aquae et ignis interdictio, prohibition of water and fire, meant banishment from Rome, often accompanied by the confiscation of property. The exiled individual lost their citizenship, their family, and their place in society. It was a living death, a complete erasure from the Roman world they knew. Even without formal exile, a person could suffer infamia, a legal and social disgrace that stripped them of many civil rights, including the right to vote, hold office, or even testify in court. While not physically violent, the social and psychological impact of being a non-person in a highly structured society was immense. The brutal truth of ancient Rome's punishments reminds us that behind the grandeur of empire lay a ruthless determination to maintain order at any cost. These gruesome methods were not just acts of vengeance. They were calculated tools of state power, designed to control vast populations and crush any form of dissent. Understanding these dark chapters of history helps us appreciate the evolution of justice and the values we hold today. The echoes of these ancient brutalities serve as a stark reminder of humanity's capacity for both creation and cruelty. What do you think was the most terrifying Roman punishment? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more historical deep dives.